Good day everyone, so hope you're doing really well. Let's review the latest Spiral Abyss in under 3 minutes. So currently the Abyss is very easy in terms of the first halves, in which you can run a variety of teams, hyper carries and so on. It is incredibly straightforward, and the second half is slightly gimmicky. Hoyo seems to love doing this and the latest rounds of the Abyss, but you're going to need to have at least one bow character, or if you really know what you're doing you can get past the little flying dinosaur, but it is difficult. The other enemies, like for instance Gravity Guy here, is pretty straightforward. There are many teams that can face him. I'm just using the Raiden Hyper Carry as a simple example. In terms of Kokomi teams, you can certainly run an Ayaka Freeze team, a Kokomi Mono Hydro team on the first half, so second halves you don't really want to be running your Hydro characters, and unfortunately it's kind of pain me to say this, but a Nila Bloom team is not going to be ideal even at C0 here on the first half, because you've got one enemy with a high bit of Dendro resistance. That said, if you've got C2 or higher like Nilo, then there's no reason why you can't run a Nila Bloom team. It'll be very easy to just cleave through all of the enemies. And then I think overall for Kokomi based teams, you're not going to use your Taser teams that much because there aren't really a lot of enemies, so you'll play Kokomi much rather in like a Hyper Bloom setting, especially if you want to just use Kokomi for that healing and Hydro application on the second half. And then generally if you want to play a Hyper Kokomi, that's going to only be on the first halves and be viable there. Of course, the cool thing about the Spiral Abyss is it doesn't really technically matter in which order you place. In other words, you could actually run Kokomi on the first two chambers for the second half and then swap to a different team. It all just depends on what you have on your account, but generally those would be my kind of recommendations. And if you're someone that loves speed running, you're going to use Mualani on the first half. Do keep in mind that you can use Yanfei and Xinyan, I always get so confused, and you're gonna get competitive results in terms of speedrunning. Using Xiangling is literally a DPS loss, so that's only for the top guys. But yeah, it's just an interesting fact I have to throw out there. But other than that, there's nothing really special here. Do keep in mind that perhaps having a bit of extra healing or shields against the Hydro Tulpa might be in your favor, because his hits are very heavy and he's got like a large HP pool, so do take care of that. But other than that, this is one of the most straightforward Abyss floors we've had in quite a while. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and hope you've enjoyed this review. Cheers!